Hey, so if you're anything like me, you're unreasonably excited about the new Animal Collective album coming out this February, and in honor of that, I thought I would take the time to go over the most expensive Animal Collective records currently on Discogs. So let's not delay any further. We'll start off with number 5, which is their Live at 9:30 box set released in 2015. This was released as a one-time pressing of 2,000 units in hand-numbered box sets. It's a triple LP featuring many songs from Centipede Hurts, which I think is the most underrated Animal Collective record, hands down, and also a few tracks from the Merriweather Post-Pavilion era, as well as the Purple Bottle from Feels. Now, I've actually listened to this live set all the way through. I think it's fantastic. I think it's very well recorded, unlike their Ballet Slippers LP that came out a little while back that I was underwhelmed with. But I think this is a fantastic box set, beautifully designed, and at $70 median price, I think it's well worth it if you're an Animal Collective fan, especially if you're a fan of the Centipede Hurts era like I am. Also, if you haven't seen videos of Animal Collective performing live at all, they are absolutely one of the best live acts of the 21st century, in my opinion, using the live show to really expand upon their already existing tracks. I've seen plenty of comments saying that they didn't really like the Centipede Hurt songs until they heard them live and gave it new context. So if you were underwhelmed by Centipede Hurts, I would say listen to this box set, absolutely. Up next at the number 4 most expensive record, it is Animal Collective's Feels Tour Edition. So if you're an Animal Collective fan, you have probably already heard the album Feels, one of their best, in my opinion, probably their third best album behind Strawberry Jam and Merriweather Post Pavilion. But if you've collected vinyl throughout the years, you will have known that this record tends to go in and out of print pretty frequently. I think right now there was actually a 2021 reissue, so it's back in print. If you really want one, go get it. But the most rare variant of this came out when the album came out in 2005 and is a black and white tour edition. One LP's black, one LP's white, I should say. And it's an unknown pressing number, but it looks like it was only sold at their Feels tour dates. Currently, there are none up for sale, but the median price for one of these runs you $120. So if you really want one of the records to be white instead of black and you have way too much money, you do you, man. Up next is probably the most tragic case of the bunch, which is technically Animal Collective, but actually A.V. Terror and Panda Bear's Spirit They're Gone, Spirit They've Vanished. This is Animal Collective's fantastic first album that really broke them out, and pressing on this album has been wildly inconsistent throughout the years. When I first started getting into Animal Collective, I knew you could reliably get this at many online stores for $20-$30 or so, but since then it hasn't been pressed since 2012, and now will run you $240 at the minimum, with a $150 median price on Discogs. It's just ridiculous, just sad. It's been 10 years. We need a pressing, guys. Come on. Up at the number 2 spot, it's their Animal Crack Box 3LP box set released in 2009. This was released at the height of their popularity after releasing Merriweather Post Pavilion, but they decided to press 1,000 copies of this Animal Crack Box that features songs from their earlier eras, everywhere from Dance Manatee to Sung Tongs, all recorded live to mini disc at various places. Now, this one will run you a pretty penny to come across now. The median price on Discogs is $200, and the current minimum price is $250. But if you are a big fan of Animal Collective's early era, people seem to absolutely love this compilation, and the artwork on this thing is something in and of itself. It's so layered and intricate. It kind of reminds me of what I think of when I listen to Animal Collective's music. And finally, the most expensive Animal Collective record, according to Discogs, is A.V. Terror, Panda Bear, and Geologist's Hollandagen. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. While at the time it was considered a live album, this is now considered to be one of Animal Collective's core albums, even though it was all recorded live. The first run of this album was actually limited to only 300 copies, but every single copy was handmade by Panda Bear, Aviator, and Geologist. And each cover is different, so if you get your hands on one of these, you will have a unique piece of art, which I think is really cool. But of course, that's going to have to cost you. The medium price is $286, and currently the lowest price is at a mere $240. So if this is something you've always wanted to buy, now's your chance. Save $20. Cha-ching. And so there you have it. Those are the 5 most expensive Animal Collective records on Discogs. I personally do not own any of them, but I'm curious if any of you guys do, what you think of them, what you think of the images that were shown in this, I guess, if you don't have them. Leave a comment, leave a like. I love you. Bye!